Hello everyone, my name is Sabrina and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing the 2018 edition of the What's in My Makeup Bag video. I did this in 2016, I believe. I went back and watched that video, made sure I had new stuff, and I do. My face looks really weird right now. So I actually have two makeup bags this time around. This has like my makeup brushes and tools, aka like an eyelash curler, as long as I remember to put it in there. And this just has my actual makeup, and then this, I always just leave this out. So this is what I travel with. This is why I put it in here, because otherwise my makeup's just kind of like out in an organizer and like in a bowl and stuff. So I put it in when I travel in. So this bag is from Sephora. Actually both these bags are from Sephora, and I got both of them in like a box they gave me when I went to their opening here in Thunder Bay. And this one is great for makeup brushes. It's like the perfect size for makeup brushes, and like if I'm traveling I'll put like other stuff in it too, because I don't use that many makeup brushes. I tend to use my fingers, as you can tell by this one finger that's super pink. It's the perfect size. I'm really pleased with this. I wasn't really sure what I would do with it at first, and then I went to travel after I got it and I was like This on the other hand is really great for traveling. That's why it says passport on it. I think it was made for that, because it's like kind of like a clear plastic bag. But then one time when I was traveling, this is a fun quick little story time, I put all my makeup in a clear plastic bag as they ask you to, and then I was going through security and they were like, you don't need to do this, this is all powder. And I was like, it's a liquid when I like use it. And they're like, no, but it's like a powder liquid or something. And I was like, this is too much for me, this is stupid and confusing. So this is like a safe bet, and it fits everything that I use in it. This is probably like, if I'm doing my makeup like I did it today, I just took everything that I used and I put it in here. And yeah. And even when I'm traveling, this travels on its own, it just doesn't fit. So I just put it on the top of everything else and it's fine. No big deal. I'm gonna go through things basically like how I go through my own makeup. So the first thing I'm gonna do is show you my brushes and what's in here basically. I really don't use that many brushes, like I said. I use 3 for my face and 3 for my eyes. They're all really dirty because I don't have any makeup brush cleaner anymore, and I didn't want to buy any because I am cheap and I would rather just have dirty brushes. So that's probably really gross to you, but it's my life, so yeah. This is my newest brush. I bought 2 actually from the Body Shop recently. This was one of them. It's like a bougie brush, I think is what they're called, but I use it for my face. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to use it for, but I do this everywhere. I don't know if I just messed up my makeup doing that, but I doubt it. This is also one that I use for my face. It is a flat foundation brush. It's from My Makeup Brush Set, who sent me 2 sets of brushes like 3 years ago now when I was first like blogging. I don't know why I said it like that, I'm still vlogging. Love this. I don't use it for foundation. Some of its hairs are coming out, but that's fine. I don't use it for foundation. I use it to put stuff under my eye, and I feel like I need to do that. My eye looks shiny right now down there. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, this is what I use that for. It's with the Cocoa Contour. Use that. It's good. And this is a highlighting brush from the Body Shop. It's the nicest brush. Do you guys ever go into the Body Shop and just like touch the brushes that they have on display because they're so soft? That's what I did with this brush, and then I bought it for highlighting because it was so soft and pretty. Then my eyeshadow brushes, also very dirty, are these 3. This was also in that group that I got from My Makeup Brush Set. They're like a super big knockoff or rip-off of the Real Techniques brush sets. So if I wanted to replace this, I would probably just buy them from Real Techniques, because I don't use the whole brush set, so I don't need it for My Makeup Brush Set. And then these 2, get this. These 2 are Sephora brushes. This one is the angled brush that you use to like line your eyeshadow, and this is just like a shadow brush. That's what it's called. But these 2, I gotta tell you another story right now. I got these 2 brushes when I went to Duluth, and we went to a Sephora there, and I got these in one of those brush sets. So it had like maybe 2 or 3 face brushes and then 3 or 4 eyeshadow brushes, and they're all different colors. It was really cute, and they came with this really cute pastel makeup bag that I still use sometimes even though the zipper is broken, and it was $20. Like, that's wild to me now. I'm gonna move on to my actual makeup now. I also have an eyelash curler that I I think I forgot to bring upstairs, but it's just a Tarte eyelash curler. Last time I did this video, I was like, I need a new eyelash curler, and then my mom bought me a Tarte eyelash curler for my birthday, I think that year, and I've been using it ever since, and it's great. It's very basic, just curls my eyelashes, so I don't think you're missing much by not seeing it. This is the first thing that I use. It is the Smashbox, what is it called? Let me read it in the viewfinder. Photo Finish, I'm not wearing my glasses, foundation primer, oil free. I had the, what's it called? Travel size version of this. It was great. It was my first primer I ever used. I loved it. It was like right around that age when your face starts getting crappy again, like when you're like 18, 19. And that's when I used it, and it was, my face loved it. And then I ran out naturally like a year later, and I never used primer again. I bought some different drugstore primers. I think I got a Rimmel London one, maybe a Maybelline one, and they all treated my face like poo. It's not even so much like, I know people usually use primer to like make your makeup last longer. I use it just because my face gets irritated from the actual makeup I put on it, which is probably a bad sign. Maybe it's the makeup brushes I haven't washed in 10 years, but I bought this instead of washing them. I used to wash them more, okay? It's just a recent thing. And this was $50. And now I'm thinking, like, you spent $50 on this, you could have bought some more makeup brush cleaner. Like, it's great stuff though. Like, my face feels great with it. It does make my makeup last a long time. As far as primers go, it's awesome. The next brand I use, which is, am I talking like Jenna Marbles? I haven't watched Jenna Marbles in years. This is RMS Beauty. It's the Uncover Up Foundation Primer. I wrote about it on my blog. I talk about it all the time. I love RMS Beauty. I stole RMS Beauty, the idea of it, from Emma Watson in her Into the Gloss interview. That's what it's called. And this is the shade 11. I just use my fingers to apply it, and it's in like a great, it's like tin and glass container, totally recyclable. They're really great for like sustainability and like really like eco-friendly, earthy friendly, allergen friendly makeup. It's awesome, and it actually works. And I've been on a very like, oh, I don't really wear very much makeup and I only wear bralettes kind of phase of my life lately, which I just call laziness. But this is one of the products I do use pretty much day to day without fail, because otherwise I actually look like death. Like, there's a reason it looks weird right here right now, and that reason is that I always have under eye circles. Even in baby pictures I have under eye circles. This girl has always been tired. Once that's on, I'm like, okay, if I'm going out or like doing a video, I'll put on a full face of foundation, and this is the Face and Body Foundation from MAC. I really just use this because it's really lightweight and I can put it on with my fingers, and I have it. Honestly, that's why I use it, because I have it. At the same time I bought that, I bought the MAC Select Cover Up concealer, which is great. I also use this under my eyes because they need it, and this is the same shade as my foundation, which is probably a mistake, but this like goes on. I think of it like oil paint, like it's really thick but also easy to like maneuver on your face. Also, it doesn't cover my under eye circles completely, as you can see, but it does a pretty good job. And then when I'm done with all that, I mean, usually I put this on earlier, but this is the RMS Beauty Tinted Unpowder. Don't know why it's called that. Maybe because it's like undone makeup. I don't know. It's in the shade 2 to 3, and it's like a loose powder, and I use this old brush to just put it all over my face, set all that in, and then I use the Light Cocoa. This one right here looks like it's been through hell and back. I use that with that flat brush that I showed you that is missing now, this one, and I do this, and I'm like, please don't look as tired as I am. And then I use this contour Buki brush that it came with, and I've washed maybe once in the 5 or 6 years that I've had this palette. And I use the medium cocoa because the dark cocoa is like just a little too much for my vibe right now. And I contour just there, maybe a little up there, but mostly there. And that's it. So now that I've done all that, I need some color in my face. And I don't think I brought up my blush, or it's hiding somewhere because it's petito. Well, I've talked about it a lot. Let me tell you about it. It's about yay big, and it's from the Body Shop, and it's red. I think it's dark pomegranate or dark cherry colored. And it's a lip to cheek stain, and it is what I use for blush. And it goes on, you dab it on, and it kind of goes on like it stayed, believe it or not. And it's the best. It's the other product that I use if I'm not wearing any makeup that day. I will put on that RMS Beauty concealer, and then I put on some of the Body Shop tinted lip to cheek stain, and then it's like, wow, you look like a human again. You have some color in your skin and you don't look sallow as heck. Yeah, once my whole face is done at that point, done doing my face, now I'm gonna do my eyes just to see if I can mess up what I did on my face. And what I've been using mostly lately is a NARS Wanted palette. So this is the one that I travel with. It's the one I use mostly like on a day-to-day basis if I'm putting on eyeshadow. And I bought this mostly because it has lots of peaches and like pinks in it, and I was like, wow, that would be great. But it also has a lot of really, really shimmery eyeshadows. Let's see, I'm sure you've seen pictures of this. See all those shimmery eyeshadows? Yeah, I never use those. I use these two the most. That's what I use today, and then I use the white one, and that's pretty much it. But the shimmery ones are good to have just in case. And I also use the black one to like line my eyes if I'm not putting on eyeliner, just to like give them a little more definition, you know? So something really wonderful happened recently. It was almost a miracle. I got put on the Maybelline PR mailing list somehow by some mistake. I had emailed them to be like, you want to collaborate on the Gigi Hadid thing? Because they emailed me about it. I got like PR like blasts where like they're like, this is coming out, and I was like, cool, do you want to like send me some of that for a blog post for Vlogmas? And they were like, yeah, okay. I think they just put me on their PR list, and I'm like, I don't know why you did that. I'm really not that competitive of a blogger, like, but I'll take the free stuff. And they sent me their entire Total Temptations range. Now, I was not expecting much. I was mostly like, wow, I need some content for my blog, so let's better like review this. And I didn't really like the palette that much because it was all sparkles, so I gave it to my mom. I don't know why she wanted it. She didn't really wear sparkles, but it's fine. She has it now. But I loved the eyebrow pencil and the mascara. So that's the mascara I use. I mean, it's a pretty standard mascara. It's nothing revolutionary, but it's pretty good. Then I use my only product by NYX, which is the espresso shade of the tinted brow mascara. And it just kind of, you can't see my brows, and this is why I only use this, because you never see them. It just kind of fills in the color a little bit, makes it more even, and it keeps your brows in place. And that's all I can ask for, and it was really cheap, so. And for some reason, the last thing I do before I do my lips is my highlighter. I don't know why that is. Like, I've done my whole face, I've done all my eyes. Why am I now doing my highlighter? I don't know. But just to maximize my highlight, I use the Dior Glow Maximizer Light Boosting Primer, and I basically put this where I put highlighter, like on my eyes, around there, This is definitely out of date. It expires after 12 months, and I've had it for like 3 years, but it's just like, I will never run out of this because you don't use that much. I set all that primer with the Fenty Beauty. What's this called? Kilowatt highlighter. Yeah, and I use the light one because I'm not Rihanna, so yeah. And then I will set my makeup. If I put on this much makeup, you better believe I'm setting it, and I use the exact same bottle that I showed you last 2 years, or 2 years ago, the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Yeah. The two lipsticks that I use pretty often. Been really into neutrals lately. I don't know why I haven't been able to wear red lipstick like I used to. I used to love red lipstick, and I tried to wear it recently, and then I had a letdown, and I'm blaming that on the lipstick, okay? This is a Sephora cream lip stain. I got this, again, in that box they sent me when I went to their opening. Oh, it says it's product number 40. It doesn't say a color. It's made in Italy. But yeah, so it's one of these products that, like, depending on the color you get, it'll either be great or it'll be, so I have a great one and I have a one now, and I don't know what to do with the one. I don't want to throw it out, that seems wasteful, but like, it doesn't work. The one I am wearing right now is another thing Maybelline sent me. Yeah, they sent me an entire package of these. These are the Superstay Matte Ink lipsticks. An entire package. Like, there were like 10 of them in there, and 4 of them were purple, 1 of them was gray, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with these. So that's the end of that story. This one I love. It is the Seductress number 65. It's the one I'm wearing right now. And I have to say, yet again, I was kind of like, oh yeah, they sent me like 12 lipsticks. They can't be that good. Like, why would they send them to me? And they were awesome. Comparatively to the other liquid lipsticks I've had, I bought Kylie Lip Kit. Yeah, I have 2 of those. I have the Sephora one. I have the disappointing Sephora one. And then I got these, and I was kind of like, oh, it's going to be like the disappointing Sephora one. Better than any of the other ones I own. I can't complain about this. I'm in awe. I don't know. It's like, the thing is, I never expect Maybelline to be bad. I just don't expect it to be better than the nice stuff that I've spent a lot of money on. That's empty now. That's what's in my makeup bag. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please do like it and subscribe and come back for more content from yours truly.